Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the Ted Show. Excited to have this young man on the show, from law enforcement to movie producer, courtesy of Margie Santos, the one and only Pete Diaz. Welcome to the show, my friend. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Great to be here.
I'm happy to have you. Excited to hear your journey. When I saw the title of that, I'm like, that's exactly the kind of journey I love to hear about. But before we take it too deep a dive there, I told you the audience loves a little bit of origin story. So tell them a little bit about you.
Okay, well, military brat. I got into law enforcement at the age of 18. So I lived a regular life as a military brat. And in law enforcement is when I started to really live my life. So it's
How long were you in law enforcement?
23 years.
Wow. Thank you for your service. That's a big deal. What part of the country?
Well, I started in New Jersey. I started with the county sheriff, and then I went to Florida, and I retired over in Florida, Marion County Sheriff's Office. And I was full certified. I worked the streets, and I also worked the jail.
Wow. I was born in Jersey. What county?
Burlington County, exit 5. You know, being in Jersey, you got to say what exit, right?
Oh, I moved. Yes, you're right. You're 100% right. I moved here when I was 11, but I was born in Bergen County.
Okay. Yeah.
Bergen, way up north. I've been a little bit up north. So tell me a little bit about when you retired. Did you have experience in movie producing? When you retired, did you know what you wanted to do? Talk a little bit about retirement, because I think a lot of people think it's going to be all magical. And I guess it can be, but a lot of people then go, God, what am I going to do with my time?
Yeah, that's true. You know, but it goes way back since I can remember as a kid. You know, I was like acting. I want to be an actor, and that's what I pursued after I hit 18. You know, so from stage to films, independent, of course. My main goal that I really got was Miami Vice. I think it was 86 or 88, Baseball Death. I was in that for a couple of seconds. That was the name of fame. So it was always in me. The writing and producing part came later, when it's really something that I felt, I truly believe it was, you know, said to me by the Lord, you know, Lord God. And I haven't turned around since then. I started with working in the prisons, preaching to the inmates, thinking about their lives and stuff like that. So when I retired, I kind of thought maybe I'll start showing another part that people don't normally see. And I did not know that it was going to be like faith-based. God told me so. So I started writing screenplays that way. And then it's more like, okay, to get it done, you got to do it yourself. And, you know, so I haven't looked back since then.
There's so many moving parts there. So not just movie producer, but screenwriter. What are the stories about? Are they coming from personal experience? Are they things that you've observed, or things that you just want to talk about? Talk about that process.
Well, actually, it's the story. I believe the Lord gives me the story, and my experience on life, I could make sense out of it. So I put together. I just sit in front of my computer and start writing. I don't know what the beginning's going to be. I don't know what the end's going to be till I'm done with it. Then, you know, I read it, and then what we call polish it, you know, and make it fit. But it's more like an outreach for the people, the way we live. From you know, my first one's about police corruption, you know. So it's about details that we really live and how we handle it, and how it could be, you know, it's one soul journey, but it affects everybody, not just that one person.
What do you want your art? It's an art form, right? So I think people think of screenwriting and movie producing as glamorous, which I'm sure you're going to tell me it's not so glamorous.
No.
It's a lot of work, and it's your baby. I mean, if you're screenwriting, that's your baby. Yes, so is the production. Even if you were producing a movie for someone else, it's still your baby. It's your production. But what's the ultimate goal there? Do you want to create films that are seen? Are they mainstream films? Like, what do you want to do? What's the goal now that you've got time and you're really enmeshed in your in your creative side? What's the ultimate goal?
Ultimate is to be a global, you know, because it is, every film that I do, it is outreach. It's going to affect people one way or the other. How we think about ourselves, how we think about other people, you know. So I mean, I write every word, I create everything, but I still feel God's presence in it. So there's so many people that think they're alone, and they're not. So I think my film would show that to them, kind of educate them, lead in the right direction. So yeah, I want to go global with all my work.
Where do you find your tell us about something you've produced? Like, tell us something about something you've written that we can look up and find.
Well, this is going to be my first productions I've done for other people, and this is where I found myself. I was hurting myself because everybody was looking for my talent, from writing to directing, you know. And it's like, when I turned back, I said, "Whoa, you know, it's been 5 years since I wrote my first screenplay." So this is where now I went ahead and got my own team, my own production team. We're doing everything on the whole, not from beginning to end. And in fact, the first one that I'm going to shoot is going to start by the end of this month, called Jake.
Nice. So tell us, can you give us a sneak peek on what that's about?
Well, yeah, you know, I have a few pastors that read it. Each of them said that it's almost like the story of Job. And it's about a singer as a child who was bullied. I'd like to reach on that. He overcame that by being taken under the wings of his uncle, which was a singer of a mega church. That's where he learned that he had a gift from God. Then it jumps up a couple of years where he's famous, he's out touring, and then he wants to settle down and get married. That's when things start to break apart, because we're only human. You can have all the money in the world, but you know, when especially two in Christ trying to get together, darkness come in. So basically that's what it's about. It's about the triumph and redeem yourself of who you are with God and the relationship that you have with him.
I love it. I love that. Tell me about the process for you. Do you spend a lot of time researching? Do you just start writing? Because screenwriting is not the same as just writing poetry or writing a chapter of a book. I mean, it's got similarities, but what's your creative process?
It would be nice. So,
right.
But yeah, well, sometimes I get the idea, and then I might go ahead and look for pictures and put it on my wall in front of my computer or from my keyboard, you know, to keep me guide where I want. And yeah, I do feel the Lord push me in what direction to go. And my process, and I think I'm not alone with writers, are I go ahead and become that character. As that character doing whatever he's doing, whatever he's saying, I ask myself, okay, what would I do as that character? What would I say? So I do that all the way down. And then us writers, we write, rewrite. Yeah, I can't even tell you how many times I wrote Jake, you know, and all that nothing, but that's my style. Other people, they just don't do the research, or they get an idea for something to go for it. But all my story is unique. It's created by me. It's written, all the characters, everything's all done by me.
Awesome. Yeah. What do you do for fun? Do you have another creative outlet that you do, or is this actually work and fun for you?
Well, yeah, I say it's work and fun. I mean, before, you know, I used to like to draw somewhat, but you know, I'm a granddad now, so my happiness is when I'm playing with my grandkids. You know, I just see them, and I'm reminded how they are the future, how they depend on us, especially on us sharing the word with their grandkids. So, yeah, I would say spend time with family is what I really like to do. That. Other than that,
so what's the best way for? Sorry, you cut out just a little bit. Finish.
No, so that's what I do besides being in front of the computer. Family time.
Love it. Family time. So important. Do you view your productions as part of your mission?
Oh, yes, most definitely. And I'm hoping to get a lot of church involved in helping me out on this. But the production, yes, it's all faith-based and family-friendly. You know, it's just go out there and show the world we're all human. We all make mistakes, and we got a forgiving God. So that's the message I try to push out there.
Fantastic. All right. So where can people follow you? How can they find out more about you, Pete, and what's coming up in your world and your productions?
Well, you can find me on Facebook, Integrity Production, and I'm also there as Pete Diaz. You can find me that way. you can get me on my website, which is www.integrityproductions. Guys, that there's a plural, not singular. And all my other contacts, you can get it right there on the website.
Fantastic. All right, Pete. We love having somebody who goes from law enforcement to movie producer on the show. You guys go to Integrity. That's scrolling across your screen there, integrityproductions.com. You can also find him on my link tree, and you can reach out to him on Facebook, Integrity Productions, I believe, on Facebook as well. I'll get you to him. Pete, we can't wait to see the finished product. So we're all looking forward to that. Keep us in the loop. Love to have creatives on. So support your creatives, learn more about what Pete's doing, and let's give back. And I love that this is mission-based and you are getting it from faith, which is awesome too. All right, Pete. Thank you so much again. Shout out to Margie Santos.
Oh yeah,
we love and adore her.
Oh, she did a great job. Everything. I mean, I thank her for everything. She got me with my bio and all that, so everything explained about my testimony and everything. I mean, she's like, she don't miss a note.
She doesn't miss a single thing. She's amazing. She's amazing, as are you, Pete. All right, go to integrityproductions.com. You guys reach out, get involved. Maybe Pete's got something that he can share with you and impart with you if you are on the creative journey. All right, guys, we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. Thanks, Pete. So